Okay, so we are now into an example, or we will discuss now an example on your lump sum liquidation. So we have here ABC partnership statement of financial position. So we have here cash of 8,000. And then we have here inventory of 30,000. We have a building, let's say worth 70,000. And then we have another 30,000 for equipment. And then we have X or A loan. And then for liabilities, we have your total liabilities, let's say at 44,800. So this is 6,000. And then we have B loan. Then we have C loan, 2,000 and 3,200. And then we have your X, A capital, B capital, C capital. So A capital is 38,000, B capital is 24,000, and C capital is 32,000. So profit or loss sharing is 40, 40, 20. Liquidation expense is 3,000 pesos. Okay? So yan yung ating information for this particular example. So let's just copy this one. So let's say assets were sold at 140,000 pesos. So pag sinabing assets were sold at 140,000, ano yung nabenta lang? It is the non-cash asset. So paano ba natin gagawin yung statement of liquidation natin? Ang gagawin ninyo, you have here your cash, and then you separate the non-cash asset, you separate any loan. You separate any loan, and then we have your liability, and then the two loans again. So loan of B and C. And then we have your capital, A, B, and C. So ganun siya. So paano yung gagawin natin ulit? You separate cash and non-cash assets. So ito total natin yung non-cash asset. You separate from the non-cash asset the loan. So ito kasi yung non-cash assets natin, di ba? Yan yung mga non-cash assets natin, tama? However, guys, ang ilalagay nyo lang sa non-cash asset, etong tatlo. Kasi yung loan, isa-separate natin. Nasundan? Sir, why do we need to separate it? Because of the right of offset. We need that in your right of offset. So in preparing your statement of liquidation, so yan siya, we need first to make your balances. So we first go with your balances. So what is the balance of cash? 8,000. Non-cash asset, idagdag nga natin lahat. 30 plus 70 plus 30, we have 130,000. The loan is 6,000. Total liabilities is 44,800. And the loan to B is 2,000. C, 3,200. And the capital of A is 38. The capital of A is 38,000. And then the capital of B is 24. And then we have here 32. Wait nga, paliitin natin yung mga sulat natin para magkasya. So the balance of cash is 8,000. I-total yung non-cash asset. So 30 plus 70 plus 30, 130,000. Loan is 6,000. And then liability of 44.8 thousand. Loan to B is 2,000. Loan C is 3,200. And then we have here ABC 38, 24, and 32,000. So again, if ever we will plat this type of liquidation, you need to total the non-cash asset. However, you need to separate in the non-cash asset the loan. So if ever there is a loan, so here we have here a loan that is the asset portion of a loan to partner or loan to or from partner. So we have here 6,000. So these are your assets. these are your liabilities, and these are your capital items. Okay, so what are the steps in your liquidation again? So first, we realize the assets. After we realize the assets, you follow the priority of payment. So what are the priorities of payment? Let's have a review. First priority of payment is the expense. The second priority is the outside creditors. Third priority, inside creditors. And fourth priority, we have your capital. So what's the first step? We have the process of realization. So how much did we sell the asset? So assuming we sold the asset for, let's say, 140,000. So we sold the assets for 140,000. Assets were sold for 140,000. So we will place under the column of cash 140,000 because we sold it at 140. And then we remove the non-cash asset of 130. So what do we do again to compute for your gain or loss on realization? So the selling price is 140,000 and the carrying amount of the non-cash asset is 130,000. Though the selling price is greater than your carrying amount, therefore we have a gain. How much is our gain? 10,000. How do we share the gain again? We will share this using profit or loss. So how much is the share of A? 40. For B, 40. For C, 20. So we share the gain on realization of 10,000, 40, 40, 20. So for A, 40% of 10,000 is 4,000. 40% of 10,000 for B is 40,000. For C, 2,000 pesos. And after your realization, we will get the balance. So what are the balances? So we have cash of 148,000. Non-cash asset now is 0 because we have realized it at lump sum. So we sold it at once. And we have a still loan of 6,000. We have here 44,800 for liability, 2,000 for B, 3.2 for C, 38 plus 4,000 for A is 42, 28,000 for B, that is 24 plus 4,000, and 34,000 for C. After getting the balance, what is the next step now? Our next step, we will now divide the cash to your order of priority. Okay, so first, we need to pay the expenses. We need to pay the expenses. How much is our expenses? So our expenses totaled 3,000 pesos. Our expenses totaled 3,000 pesos. So bawasan natin yan. Bawasan natin yung cash natin ng 3,000. How do we share the expenses? Using the profit or loss ratio again. So 40% for A. 3,000 times 40% is 1,2. And for B, 40% also. 3,000 times 40% is 1,2. And for C, we have 20%. So 3,000 times 20% is 600. After that, what's our next step? Our next step is the payment of liabilities. So payment of liabilities to outside creditors. So we will pay 44,800 as payment to our liability. And then we will get our balance. So ayan na, we followed the order of priority. What's the order of priority? First expenses and then next to outside creditors. So let's get for the balance first before we proceed to your inside creditors. So 148,000 less 3,000 less 44,800. We have here 100, 200. And then for loan, we have 6,000. And for liability, it is now 0. For B loan, we have 2,000. And then we have, this is C loan. So C loan is 3,200. And for A, we have 42,000 less 1,200. We have 40.8. And then we have here 26.8. And then we have 33.4. 33.4. So, here, erase lang natin siya kasi sobrang pangit ng sulat ko. 33.4. Okay. So, after that, after we get our balances of 33,400, we can already exercise the right of offset. That is for the inside creditors. So, what do we do? So, A loan, this is receivable, right? So, bawasan mo siya. And then we have a payable. So since that is a payable, it is added. We have B loan 2,000. Add mo naman yan. C loan 3.2. I-add mo naman yan. Sundan. So pagka receivable, sabi natin kanina, di ba? Pagka receivable natin yan, ibawas natin sa capital. Pag liability naman ni partnership yan, i-add mo sa capital. Nasundan? And then we got again the final balances. So what is our final balances? 100, 200. This is 0 already for non-cash assets, 0 for loan, 0 for liability, 0 for B loan, 0 for C loan. And then for A, we have here 34,800. For B, we have 28,800. And for C, we have 36,600. Okay? And then, what's the final step? Diba? Realization, payment of expenses, payment of liability, inside creditors, and what's the last one? Payment to partners. So, payment to partners, 100, 200. So 34,800 for A, 28,800 for B, and 36,600 for C. So this is 0, 0, 0, 0. Guys, you know that you made it correctly for your lump sum liquidation if ever at the end nag-0 yan. So i-check natin kung 0 ba talaga yan. I-add natin yung capital ending ni A, B, and C. A, B, and C. So A is 34,800, for B 28,800, for C 36,600. So 34,800 plus 28,800 plus 36,600, we have here 100, 200. Okay? So again, sundan lang natin yung ating priority. First, you realize. So ayan yung ating realization. And then, what's the next step? Priority of payment. So under your priority, what's the first priority? Expenses. Second priority, outside creditors. So, ito yung expenses natin. Gawin natin siyang red. Ayan. And then, we have your outside creditors. Gawin natin siyang ito. Ayan. And then, what's the third one? We have your inside creditors. You have your right of offset. So, gawin natin kulay violet. And then, the fifth or the fourth one is the payment to partners. Ano pang kulay meron dito? Check ko lang. We have green. Ayan. So in short, pagka dinediretso natin, 5 yung steps natin. So what are those? First, your realization. Next, payment of expenses. Next, number 3, outside creditors. Number 4, inside creditors. And number 5, payment to partners. Okay. So ganun siya. Paano natin ma-check na tama yung lump sum liquidation natin? Tama yung lump sum liquidation natin if at the end, 0 yan. At the end, 0 yan. Okay? So magkano yung realization natin dito? 140,000. So this is again on realization. Let's have another example. Last example. So this is our example a while back. So palitan lang natin. So let's say we have your realization and the amount of realization is 100,000. The amount of realization is 100,000. So we do our statement of liquidation. So paano ulit yung statement of liquidation natin? We start with cash. And then we have your non-cash asset. We separate from your non-cash asset the loan. And then we have your liabilities and then the loan of B and C. And then we have your capital of A, B, and C. So we start first with your balances. What is the balance of our cash? 8,000. Non-cash asset, ito lang yung pagsasamahin natin. So 130,000. We need to separate on our non-cash asset the loan. So we have your A loan of 6,000. And then we have a liability of 44,800. And then we have a B loan of 2,000 and C loan of 3,200. And for capital, we have 38,000 for A, 24,000 for B, and for C, we have 32,000 pesos. And then we will now realize. This is the first step. So how much is our realization? 100,000. 100 versus 130. So our selling price is 100 and our non-current asset or non-cash asset is worth 130,000. So this is lesser. We have a loss, 30,000. How should we share the loss again? We share the loss using profit or loss ratio. So what is the profit or loss ratio of A? So 40%, 30,000 times 40% is 12,000. For B, 30,000 times 40% is 12,000. For C, 2,000. 20% of 30,000 is 6,000. Okay? So the loss, 20% of 30,000, 6,000. 40% is 12,000. So ganyan naman pagka-loss. Kanina kasi gain. So nung gain ang ginawa natin, we added it. So the color of a gain is yellow. Or the realization, the color is yellow. So ayan. Kanina nung gain, pansinin nyo, positive siya. In-add natin. Ngayon naman loss, ibabawas natin siya. Okay? So after your realization, we get our balance. So what's the balance of cash? 108,000 and cash asset is 0. A loan is 6,000. We have here 44,800. 2,000, 3.2. For A, 38 less 12, we have 26,000. 24 less 12, 12,000. 32 less 6, 26,000. And then what's our next step? We pay our expenses. So how much is our expense? We have a 3,000 liquidation expense, so less 3,000. This will be shared by your partners using their profit or loss ratio. How much is the sharing again? 1,200, 1,200, and 600. Na-compute na natin yan kanina. And then we pay for our liabilities. So how much is our liabilities? 44,800. And then we get for our balance. So 108,000 less 3,000 less 44,800. We have here 60,200. 0 for realization. We have 6,000 for A loan. Liability is 0. B loan is 2,000. C loan is 3,200. And for A capital, we have 26,000 less 1,200. 24,800. For B, we have here an amount equal to 10,800. And for C, we have here 25,400. Okay? So what's the color of our expenses? Red siya kanina. Ito ba yun? And then we have your outside creditors. Then we can now go with your inside creditors using your offsetting. So we offset the loan. So receivable, ibabawas yan sa capital. Pagka loan naman na liability, i-add yan sa capital. So 2,000 and 3,200. And then we will get again the balance. So the color of offsetting is this one. So what's the balance? We have your 60,200, 0 for NCA, loan is 0, liability is 0, loan is 0, loan is 0. 24,800 less 6,000, we have here 18,800. And then for B, 10,000 plus 10,800 plus 2,000, 12,800. For C, 25,400 plus 3,2, we have 28,600. And the last step, we have your partner capital or payment of the remainder. So the color here is, we placed here green, I think, a while back. So yeah. So let's just total it. So for A, how much? We have 18,800. For B, we have 12,800. For C, we have 28,600. So total lang natin, 18,800. That's 12,800 plus 28,600 will give us 60,200. So tama ba yan? Yes, kasi 60,200 yung natira dito. So 18,800, 12,800, and 28,600. At the end, kailangan mag-zero lahat yan. Ayan. Okay? So how do we check if ever tama yung ating lump sum liquidation? At the end, kailangan mag-zero lahat yan. So it's procedural, guys. It is procedural realization. And then you go now with your priority of payment with the expenses first, outside creditors, inside creditors, and then the payment. Okay? Sir, what if ever nag-negative yung ating balance ulit, kailangan mag-invest si general partner. Nasabi natin yan kanina, di ba? If ever mag-negative, kailangan mag-invest si general partner. So that's the lump sum liquidation. We give an example for a negative and a positive realization. So positive realization is a gain. Negative realization is a loss on realization. Do not forget for the steps, and do not forget that at the end, the balances must be zero so that we can say that your realization or your liquidation is correct. Thank you.